I hope so.
I
Hi,
think I.
Jess.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited. Obviously, would be our first recording, and I'm excited because before we even hit record, we're already having such good conversation.
It's so
um,
weird how you and I just kind of almost have like the same mentality. Like we don't have the exact same because I feel like my pitfalls, like you have the the side that like helps my pitfalls, and then I have the side that helps your pitfalls. So we like balance each other out in a really good way. If
yeah,
that
isn't that so funny? Like
makes
we haven't even met in person,
I know.
and we talk every day like that.
Yep.
I mean, it's not weird for me, but it's the way you find friends is really you can't. It's unexpected sometimes. So I'm really happy about that.
There's no way for me to not put this weirdly. What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
You're a
I'm a
Scorpio?
Scorpio.
That's
Yeah,
why.
November 3rd.
I'm a
How about you?
Virgo.
So you're September,
August, late August.
August. Oh,
I'm like
it's
right
kind of
on
not.
that Leo Virgo cusp.
I think it goes up to September.
Yeah, because
Virgos.
my boyfriend's a Virgo too.
Um,
That's why we always laugh. Like it, not to get
it's
super dark right off the bat, but like a
no,
lot of
it's
Virgos are serial killers. So
I know. I think Ted Bundy was a Scorpio,
was
if
he?
I'm not mistaken. It's not to be proud of, but
No, it's not.
no, it would just be like to me, like when I look at serial killers, I'd be like, they must be a Scorpio for some reason. I don't know why I think that right away, but I would feel bad if there were no Scorpio serial killers because I think that they would make a good serial killer if they were Scorpios. Because my friends actually they get really weirded out because I told you I used to be a flight attendant. Well, I am still a flight attendant, but I'm just on a break right now. So randomly, it would come up in our conversations that I would say, like, "You do you guys know the best job to be a serial killer would be a flight attendant because who's gonna trace you? You're like literally flying all over the country in like in a span of a day or in a week. Like you've been to so many places, so like how are they gonna trace you? It depends on the crowd, and they would, if they're like us, they'd be like, oh, what, oh my god, like we haven't thought about that before. But if it's like I don't know, like another kind of crowd, like more conservative, they were like, you're so weird.
Like that's awful. Why would you say that?
Yeah, like why would you like who thinks that? I'm like, me.
I think that's another reason why you and I get along so well. Like I noticed this, especially when I was a bartender, because most of the bars that I worked at, I worked with other female bartenders. I I know I have a really bad dark sense of humor, and sometimes I just brush it off, but sometimes I would say something just trying to be funny. It's something about me is I'll say if I know the most fun thing to say, I'm gonna say it if I think I'm gonna make one
Right.
person laugh, even if it's just me and that one person. I don't care about the rest of the room. But like the females that I would work with, they'd be like, "My God, why would you say this?" Like because it's funny. We're not
Yeah,
in a library. We're in a bar. Like
I feel like we're operating in a completely different plane or like I guess because sometimes like I really freak people out, and to me it was like I thought that was funny, you know.
that was me too. I had a group
And
of friends back in the last bar that I worked at. I became friends with this group of people, and I had never been the oldest friend in a group, and it was just kind of weird because I was always like friends with older people. I get along with boomers so
um,
well, and it's because they're so just brutally honest that it hurts, and that's what I like. But when I accumulated this group of like younger friends and we joke around, I'm the first one to crack a joke about myself, and they did not like it. They hated it so much. And I'm like, it's a joke. Like this is how I was raised. Like
I feel like,
I'm not.
yeah, it's a good it's always a good icebreaker to do like self-deprecating jokes because especially when people you'll think that, oh, they might get intimidated by me because like maybe I'm more senior to them, or
Mm-hmm.
we don't know each other yet. And I do that I feel like that's subconsciously my coping mechanism of like breaking the ice, because if you can make fun of yourself, then you're not that serious. So